Welcome back. When looking for a new job, the benefits might be even more important than the salary in some ways. And joining us this morning to talk about that is Eric Hogarth from Johnson Brunetti. He's a partner there to what to look out for, the questions to ask when you're on a job interview. Thank you so much for being here, Eric.
Thanks so much for having me.
Well, we were just talking. We both have kids, and that's a part of this, is the benefits. You know, it impacts the entire family. So what should you ask when you're on a job interview?
So there are 5 kind of key benefits. Now, the single most important one for a lot of folks is health insurance. And if you are talking about not just yourself, but your family, what is it going to cover? What are the deductibles going to be? You also want to look at the 401k, and are they going to match you, which is really, really important and a huge difference. There might be group life insurance available, group disability insurance available, which is really important because the likelihood of becoming disabled during your working career is much more likely than dying. And then time off, right? A lot of these companies, I say a lot, but the paid time off, right, and how they do that. And now you look at companies that have unlimited time off, but it shows that statistically people that work for those companies actually take less time off.
Because there's a lot of pressure to keep up and stay competitive. So what is competitive when you're at a job interview? I mean, what are we looking at when you're talking about matching your 401k? What is standard?
You want to get matched.
Okay.
And then looking at the company structure, there are some companies, as an example, our company, just speaking personally, we'll put money into our employees' 401k even if they don't. So it's not just a match, it's a contribution we'll make regardless of what they're putting in. But some companies don't match at all, and some match up to 10% of what you put in. So you want a match.
Yes, and then also when it comes to the vacation time, how valuable is that? I mean, you have 2 kids.
Very valuable.
Yeah.
You know, you look at all the research points that people that take their vacation time are better employees. They're more productive when they're at work because they are typically happier. You know, if you work all the time and you never take a break, and that's what we see with employers at the end of the year, if people have unused vacation time, some employers, you can carry that over. A lot of employers force you to take it, and it's better for you if you take it. So with vacation time, you want as much as possible, but look at, is it paid time off? Is that blend into what your sick time is and realistic for what your family needs? And
if you are maybe thinking about starting a family or having another child down the road, I'm sure maternity leave is a big question as well.
Yes.
Yeah. And
when we look at, and this is not as relevant for New Haven, for Connecticut, other countries talk a lot about paternity leave as well. And now we're seeing some of the companies have that, which I would say, not to be stereotypical, is maternity leave is more important, but paternity leave is, you know, you need support if there's 2 parents there.
Oh, definitely.
You need support from both, of course.
Especially with the way the family structures are today, the men often do a lot more than they used to, for sure. Is there anything else that people should be asking when they're on a job interview?
You could ask about vesting, which is kind of an interesting question to ask when you're talking about getting a job, because vesting is relative to, well, if I leave the job, how much of this money that you put into my 401k is actually mine? But that's relative to that decision, because some companies have a very long vesting schedule. But the key ones, you want to look at the health insurance, you want to look at the matching of the 401k, and you want to look at the time off. And ensure that you're taking that so that you can be the best version of yourself when you are at work.
That's right. And then when you go on vacation, you can say, I'm just becoming the best employee I can.
Absolutely.
Right? Thank you, Eric.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, of course.